Are you a green card holder? Well, brace yourself because July 2025 is set to bring some huge changes to the U.S. immigration system, and these changes could directly impact your future. The U.S. Visa Rule 2025 has just passed, and it's reshaping the immigration landscape in ways you might not even realize yet. This new bill isn't just another policy shift, it's a game changer that could open doors or close them, depending on your situation. So, what exactly does this major bill mean for you? Well, we're talking about massive reforms that could make it easier or harder to navigate the path to permanent residency. And it's important to know how these changes could affect your green card status. Whether you're looking to apply for a visa, renew your green card, or bring your family over, the impact of these new rules will be far reaching. But don't worry, we're breaking it all down for you. In today's video, we'll dive into exactly what this immigration overhaul includes, how it will impact current green card holders, and what steps you need to take to stay ahead of the game. We've got all the insider info you need to understand how these changes could affect your future plans in the US. So, if you want to stay informed and ensure you're prepared for what's coming, make sure you stick around till the end. Trust me, you don't want to miss out on this vital info. Don't forget to like this video if you found this update helpful, and hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with the latest immigration news and tips. Now that you're aware of the U.S. Visa Rule 2025 and the immigration overhaul coming in July 2025, let's dig into what this means for you and why it's so important to understand these changes. For anyone who's a green card holder or someone looking to apply for a green card, the upcoming changes could significantly impact your future. These changes are about more than just updating policy. These are sweeping reforms that could drastically alter the immigration landscape. You might be wondering, how do these new changes affect you directly? Well, let's break it down. For green card holders, this overhaul could bring some big shifts. If you're already a green card holder, you're probably thinking about how your status might be affected by these changes. The new bill is designed to address issues like visa processing times, family-based immigration, and deportation protections. One of the biggest goals of the bill is to make the immigration system more efficient, reducing long delays that have been plaguing the system for years. While this sounds great on paper, the reality is that it's going to bring a lot of new challenges and requirements that green card holders will have to navigate. So while things may become more efficient, they could also become more complex. One of the key elements of the bill is how it's going to affect permanent residency. If you've been a green card holder for a while, you may already know that the process of transitioning to citizenship can be long and frustrating. This new rule is designed to streamline that process, but don't expect it to be a walk in the park. Yes, the system will be more efficient, but it also comes with stricter requirements and more hoops to jump through. This means that if you've been thinking about applying for citizenship, you'll need to make sure you have all your documentation in order and that you meet the new eligibility criteria. The changes are also having a major impact on family-based immigration. For those of you who have family members abroad that you want to bring over to the US, this could be great news. In the past, the family preference system caused significant delays, sometimes separating families for years. The new bill aims to address this by creating a more streamlined process for family reunification, meaning shorter waiting times and faster access to immigration services. However, the reality is that while these changes will help some families, there are still going to be others who face delays, so you'll want to stay informed on how this might affect your personal situation. Another important area of this immigration overhaul is the deportation protection measures that will be put in place. Many green card holders live in fear of deportation, especially if they've been involved in legal issues or run into trouble with the law. Under the new bill, there will be more protections in place for long-term residents, meaning the government will have to meet stricter criteria before deciding to deport someone. This doesn't mean that deportation will be eliminated, but it does mean that the process will be more scrutinized, giving long-term residents a better chance of avoiding deportation if they've been following the law. For those of you who've been worried about losing your green card status, this is a positive step forward. But again, it's important to understand that the new rules still require you to stay in compliance with immigration laws. If you're thinking about applying for a green card in the future, then you should pay close attention to how the changes will affect the application process. While the overall system may become more transparent, there will likely be more paperwork and documentation required. The U.S. government is placing an emphasis on merit-based immigration, which means that if you want to be considered for a green card, you'll need to prove that you bring something valuable to the table. This could mean having specialized skills in fields like technology, healthcare, or engineering. So, if you're planning on applying, it's essential to make sure you have all your documents in order and that you can demonstrate why you would be a valuable asset to the U.S. Another area that will see significant change is how work visas are handled. If you're someone who relies on a work visa to live and work in the U.S., the changes in the new bill could make things much smoother for you. Historically, work visas have been tied up in long delays and often plagued by bureaucracy. The new bill aims to reduce these delays and create a more efficient system for granting work visas to those who meet the necessary criteria. For those who are coming to the U.S. to work, whether it's in healthcare, tech, or other industries, the process should be more transparent and quicker. But this doesn't mean it will be without its own hurdles, so you'll still need to stay on top of the latest developments in the visa process. While there are a lot of positives to these changes, it's important to also understand the potential drawbacks. One of the biggest concerns with the new bill is the increased documentation requirements. The focus on merit-based immigration means that applicants will need to provide a significant amount of proof that they meet the criteria for immigration. For many, this could create additional barriers, especially for those who don't have access to the necessary paperwork or don't know how to navigate the immigration system. Additionally, while the push for efficiency and transparency is great, it could also lead to a more stringent system that may make it harder for some people to qualify for green cards, work visas, or permanent residency. If you're someone who's already facing challenges with the immigration process, you'll need to prepare yourself for even tougher requirements. On the flip side, the new bill does have its advantages. One of the biggest benefits is the faster processing times that could come with these changes. If you've been caught in the backlog of visa applications, you know how frustrating it can be to wait for months or even years. The goal of the new rule is to create a more efficient system, and if they can pull that off, it will be a huge win for everyone involved. Additionally, the emphasis on family reunification means that many families will be able to bring their loved ones to the U.S. faster, which is a major positive for those waiting to be reunited. Another benefit is the increased focus on protecting long-term residents from deportation. For many green card holders who've been living in the U.S. for years, the fear of deportation has been a constant worry. With the new rules, long-term residents will get more protection and have a better chance of staying in the country even if they've run into legal issues. This is a welcome change, especially for those who've spent much of their lives contributing to American society. Now, the question on everyone's mind is, how do you prepare for all these changes? First and foremost, it's essential to stay informed. Immigration laws are constantly evolving, and these changes are no different. Make sure you're keeping up with the latest updates on the bill and understanding how it could impact you personally. Second, ensure your documents are in order. Whether you're applying for a green card, renewing a visa, or seeking citizenship, the new bill is going to require a lot of documentation. Be proactive and get everything ready in advance. It's also a good idea to consult an immigration lawyer if you're unsure about how the new rules will affect you. An experienced attorney can help you navigate the complexities of the new law and make sure you're on the right path. Finally, be patient. Immigration reform is a long process, and it's going to take time to fully implement the changes. But if you stay informed and follow the necessary steps, you'll be in a much better position to handle whatever comes your way. As we approach July 2025, it's clear that these changes will reshape the way immigration works in the United States. While there will be challenges, the new system offers a chance to make the process more efficient and fair. For green card holders and future applicants alike, Staying informed and prepared is the key to successfully navigating this new landscape. Keep watching the latest updates, consult with professionals, and ensure your paperwork is in order. By doing so, you'll be ready for whatever comes your way in the new immigration era.